Hello, guys. Have you been in one of those corporate meetings with a lot of coffee and cookies where the group, instead of focusing and discussing what really matters, say why the company couldn't reach its annual goals, gets caught discussing something so trivial as the company's Christmas party? Or maybe when you analyze the purchase of a new smartphone, did you spend 90% of your time thinking about the color and the birds and whistles of the phone, and 10% thinking about its storage, speed, compatibility with your other gadgets, and the quality of the camera? Why do we focus on trivial things and procrastinate on important and complex things? Today, in Deciding How to Decide, we will talk about the bike shedding concept, also called Parkinson's Law of Triviality. And what exactly is it? Bike shedding refers to our tendency to devote a disproportionate amount of time to menial and trivial matters while neglecting the more important and complex ones. You may ask, why bike shedding? The term comes from Cyril Parkinson, a British naval historian who provided an example of a fictional committee whose job is to approve the plans of a nuclear power plant. The committee spends most of its time discussing relatively minor but easy to grasp issues, such as what materials to use for the staff bicycle shed, while neglecting the proposed design of the plant itself, which is far more important. Why? A reactor is so expensive and complicated for anyone to really dig into the details. On the other hand, everyone can visualize a cheap, simple bicycle shed. On this topic, the committee members feel much more comfortable voicing their opinions, which results in endless discussions. Everyone wants to talk and demonstrate their personal contribution. Parkinson said, "The time spent on any item of the agenda will be in inverse proportion to the sum of money involved." Was he right? Why does bike shedding happen? First, law of least effort. It is easier to analyze trivial tasks than more complex issues. Easy topics flow, while we get stuck on complex ones. Second, accessibility. Trivial topics are accessible to a wider range of people. Anyone can have an opinion on seemingly simple matters. Complex issues often require specialized knowledge or expertise, which not many people have. Third, showing off. We like to show that we are knowledgeable people. We tend to find validation in sharing our opinions. To survive in the corporate world, we often have to voice them, having at least some airtime in meetings. But we have to avoid big mistakes, so we stick to simple topics that we really understand. And why it's important. Bike shedding wastes our more valuable resource, time. It affects our time management through our to-do lists. We end up spending too much time on trivial and easy tasks, leaving little or no time to complete the more complex and important ones. It keeps us from meeting our most important goals, affecting our productivity. In group settings, how many man hours are we wasting talking about unimportant stuff? For example, when designing a presentation, a team may spend a long time picking out fonts and colors, leaving them with less time to decide what exactly the message should be. So, what can we do about it? Crossing items out of a to-do list is pleasurable, but that's not really our goal. Important things go first. So, set clear priorities before starting your work. What really matters? What you can leave for Sunday. Once priorities are set, stick to them. Don't get distracted by low-ranked activities. Second, try to grasp the challenges of each activity you deem important so you can allot time accordingly. Here are some recommendations for meetings. Put time limits for the meeting and for each topic. Use the 40-minute free conference of Zoom. Knowing that your team only has 40 minutes for the meeting helps you stay focused on the major points of the discussion. Don't put too many topics on the table or have separate meetings for every relevant topic. Does building a nuclear plant and a bike shed belong to the same meeting? I don't think so. If the agenda is long, trivial issues will be a temptation. Try to keep low the number of people in meetings. Not everybody should speak on each topic. Do you really have something valuable to add? Now, a disclaimer. Remember, this video is not the last word regarding bike shedding. Its goal is to ignite your interest in this topic so you do your own research. Send us your feedback so we can continue this conversation. Time to go. See you next time. Thank you.